What's up, everybody, and welcome back to yet another Tune In Tuesday. Today, we're going to change things up a little bit and talk about how to get sponsored. So, right after this intro, we're going to get into it, and make sure you guys subscribe, like, and share this video as well. Now, there is two types of sponsorships. I'm sure there's a lot more, but this is, again, from my personal experience. There's a full sponsorship and a partial. With the full sponsorship, what you get is a free product, but at the same time, you have to attend shows, social media coverage, talk about them, basically put their product out there word of mouth. And of course, if somebody asks you where you got that product, they want you to send them clients. Now with the partial, you can get 25, 50, 30, 75%, for example, off of MSRP. But at the same time, it gives you a little bit more leeway because they won't ask as much from you. But at the same time, you're getting a huge discount, and they're going to expect certain things out of the partnership. And at the end of the day, a sponsorship is a partnership. So make sure whenever you do get sponsored, please do not do anything to make yourself look bad or the company look bad, because it can tarnish your relationship with that company. Now, one of the greatest things is when you work with these companies, they will in return in the future, depending on what you do, come back to you. They'll offer you certain products, so forth and so forth. Now, since we did cover all the sponsorship, partial and full, we're going to get into the first step, basically. And it's not really a step, it's on how to go about getting sponsored. One of the easiest ways that I've learned to get sponsored is right off the bat is once you get a car, reach out to these companies. And most of the time, they want cars that, nobody's touched yet. For example, the 400Z, TJ Hunt and his friend had one, so they got their hands on it and they built a wide body kit for that car for the drift version, and it was actually in Long Beach this weekend. So kind of got to see it, and it was nice, and especially seeing it on his vlogs, it looked good. But at the same time, it's something that nobody had done. Nobody has a car to do. So a lot of these companies, they want a car as soon as it comes out for you to reach out to them and let them see the car and test their products. Now with the full sponsorship, the catch is most of the time they're going to want your car to be at their shop. Whether it's for R&D, whatever reason that they want it there, they're going to want your car at their shop. And the reason they want your car at their shop is because they want to be able to put it on the rack, test it out, see whatever the fitment is or whatever the issues that there are, so they can fix that and bring out a good product for the community, for the platform, etc. Now in return, since they do have your car for R&D, a lot of times they will offer you a full sponsorship or the first item that they get, or they might even leave the first one that they've tested on your car, and you get something that nobody has for a few months. But at the same time, they can still take your car and only offer you partial sponsorship. And what the partial is, you pay an X amount of dollars to get the product, or whatever the agreement is between you and the company. Getting sponsored is not a huge deal. It's not hard. It's not complicated. However, it is, again, a partnership. And with that partnership comes, automotive events, shows. For example, a lot of these companies, they'll get these cars and send them out to SEMA. And usually it's a plus for you because, being at SEMA is fun. Not that it's something crazy to add to your accomplishments or whatever, but at the same time it's fun. It gets you out there, it gets your car out there, it gets other companies to notice your car. So keep that in mind as well. Now, when you do get sponsored, whether it's full or partial, depending on how partial it is, a lot of the companies will make you sign an agreement. And these agreements can be very simple or very long, or, there is stages as to the sponsorship level that you're in, level 1, 2, 3, so forth. And a lot of times what people may, basically make a mistake in is they don't read these sponsorships. You want to be able to read this sponsorship and the agreement that you have with this company, so you don't run into a lot of the issues down the line. Because once you are sponsored, they can terminate the contract anytime, whether it is if they have a credit card of yours on file, if you break the rules, their rules based on the agreement. At any point, they can charge you for that, or they can even for you to send the product back. But what you want to be able to do is read this agreement, make sure you follow the agreement, so that way your partnership with this company grows later on down the line. Because what's to say in 2-3 years you don't get another car, you want their products again, and be able to get free products. Who can complain about that, right? Now, I will say, having partial sponsorships can be a good thing for certain people because, of their schedules or how they work and they can't attend shows. So that could be a plus for some people, whether it's 30%, 50% off the product. That's still a dollar amount that comes off that product. Because at the end of the day, you guys got to realize that, these products cost money to make. Just like anything, there's R&D, there's manpower, there's hours put into it to be able to create this product for you guys to be able to have. So don't take that for granted either. And whenever you do reach out to companies to get sponsored, what you don't want to do is you don't want to burn your bridge, because you don't want to seem like an and be able to create a relationship. So whenever you do reach out, have a proposal ready, put it on a PDF file, send it out to them. Be courteous, be kind to them. Don't come off as an and just send it to them and follow up with them. Whether it's a yes or no, you have nothing to lose, because a lot of these companies are out there looking to sponsor cars. And once the 400Z comes out, I can guarantee you there's going to be a lot of companies out there that are going to want to see this car. Because at the end of the day, it is a new car. Whether there's a platform close to it or not, they're going to want to be able to see the product. Because if they have a product, for example, the VR30s, Q50, Q60s, a lot of things may be similar, but fitment and the area of the fitment might be a little bit different. So they're going to want to see that car and be able to make certain products for it. And I will tell you that that platform is going to blow up, and it's going to help out both the Infiniti Q50, Q60 VRs, and it's going to help out the 400Z as well, because the Z has had a lot of following for a very long time, and it's going to be a plus for that platform. Now, that being said, since we covered having the very first platform vehicle, getting it to the company for R&D and so forth, another easy way, or not really easy, but another good way to reach out to companies is, once you get the car, whether it's wheels, whatever it is, if there's any type of product out there that you can go ahead and put quality product, let's just put that out there. Usually it's wheels. A lot of these companies, especially that make accessories for vehicles, if you have wheels on your vehicle, they will be more inclined to go ahead and help you, for example, get you extra products, because they can already see that you want to modify your car. But what I've seen in the past is people will buy a bone stock car that's already 3 years old, reach out to a company and want to get sponsored. Sponsors, when they want to sponsor a car, they want to see some kind of a build, especially if that platform's been out there already. Even if your car has been out, or that vehicle that you have with that platform has been out maybe for 2 or 3 years, there are still companies that are looking to create extended parts for that vehicle. Till this day, the VR30 motor is still getting certain parts out, and the vehicle, for example, the Q60 came out in 2017, and there's still products coming out for that car. But at the same time, you have to be able to do your due diligence, create a proposal, send it into these companies, and basically connect with them and create that partnership that you want. Now, the do's and don'ts of being sponsored, whether it's full or partial, what you don't want to do is make yourself look like an asshole out there, especially on social media, because like I said, these companies can cut ties with you real quick, and you don't want that, because now in the future, if you want to get sponsored again, a lot of these guys talk. A lot of these companies are connected to one another, whether it's performance or accessories, they are connected, they do talk, and you don't want to burn that bridge. The do's are that you constantly post pictures on social media, whether it's TikTok, Instagram. If you have a YouTube channel, it's a plus for you versus with the sponsors, because your car's constantly out there. And you always want to be able to tag them on your social media content, whether it's, again, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, so forth and so forth. So make sure you guys always take photos, videos, whatever it is, whether you create TikToks, TikToks and post them. As long as you tag them, it's more exposure for them, more exposure for you, and they will use your content at the same time to post it on all their social media outlets. Now, another don't is when it comes to being sponsored or not, you don't want to disappear off of social media unless, of course, it's an emergency, something happened, that's a different story. But you always want to be consistent on social media, because they're going to be looking to see if you're helping them put their product out there for others to see. And the best part is, if somebody has a question about the product, you want to be able to tag one of their teammates onto that thread that's going, and let them know, hey, if you're interested, make sure you talk to this person and reach out to them and so forth. That is the best way to let those companies know that you're doing something with their product, especially if you post it on social media and somebody asks a question, for example, on wheels, what your offset, so forth. Give them that information, but at the same time, tag one of their team members so they can see that you're doing something for them, because at the end of the day, this is a partnership and you want to be able to keep that going. Now, if this is something that interests you and you guys want me to cover more aspects of being sponsored fully or partially, comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are, and I want to be able to help you guys out as much as I can. If you guys have questions as far as how to put a proposal together, I'm always here to help you guys out, give you guys advice. You guys can also reach me on Instagram if you have any questions, which is always below on the screen and the descriptions. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.